Hello everyone and welcome to this week's module on transcript management. This is not a full-blown training on how to use a transcript management tool, but rather um, letting you know the things that you need to know as a trial tech to get work product out of a transcript so that you can do, in most instances, video clip editing. As you know, the video clips are the hardest thing that we do and take the most amount of time. So making sure you get good work product out of your transcript management tool of choice is very important. So what I'm going to talk to you about is getting some useful work product out of it. Now I'm using textmap, which is Alexa's product. It's gotten a lot of traction in the industry in the last couple of years, but Live Note or Case Notebook, same product, are really the industry's 800-pound gorilla. They all operate fairly similarly in that you can do searching and issue coding of the transcript. As a tech, what often happens is that you're trying to manage a team to ensure that they are annotating and issue coding transcripts so that you can get some good useful work product out. And the way that they do that is they do some issue coding. So when you look here, you see a question and answer pairs. And what 99% of the time we want a video clip, the full question and answer pair. But what we see a lot of times is that legal teams get lazy, and what they do is they start their issue code on the line before, or maybe they drag it down to here. So let me give you an example. So if you look at this, it doesn't look like that big of a deal. Issue code it really quick. And why this is a big deal is that their intention was to get the question starting with "that's what I was getting at," and the full answer, "I started the Florida Highway Patrol." And what they really got was the line above and the line maybe a little bit line below. So let me show you that again. So they get lazy and they do something like this. So they ended up taking the line above the question that they wanted and the line below the answer that they wanted. And why that's important is that when you do a report, and you export these annotations out, and I really like this report wizard here because it makes it so easy. I'm just going through the steps of exporting these annotations, and it's just doing the annotations by issue, and it's going to export it to a CSV file. Most paralegals would use a different reporting feature, which I'll show you in a second, because they're more concerned with the content of each one of the actual words from the question and answer pairs, whereas we're more interested in what the page and line numbers are, so that we can create our video clips. Now you'll notice what this gives you. This is the beginning page, the ending line, beginning line, and the ending page and the ending line. We can use this as a basis to import into our trial presentation tool of choice to do some video clipping. Maybe we're going to take a static shot of that page for trial, but typically for video clipping. Now you'll see this report, it doesn't give you any context, so you don't know if it pulled the question, that extra line above and below. So that's why accuracy is so important. So as a trial tech, you would take this list, and there are ways to import this in automatically, but you would take this list and maybe do all your page and line editing from that. You'd want to compare that either against the transcript itself, or if you remember when you're in Trial Director, it'll show you the text, and so the red flag for you is when you get a situation like this, where you get the partial question or the partial answer. That's a red flag that someone did something wrong. Another example is someone does something like this, and we're just randomly picking issues here. You notice, hey, they did the question, and then it just stops halfway through the answer. It's pretty rare for us to stop halfway through the answer, so that would be another red flag for you to bring to the team's attention. Now, that's why you need to stress to the team why it's so important that they do accurate issue coding. That you should probably get the team together at the beginning of the case or beginning of your trial prep period and just go over things like this with them, because if not, it takes a long time to resolve these little issues. So what do I have to do here? I have to go back to the legal team member. I got to find them. They're probably doing 10 different things, and try to get some of their time, and then talk to them about whether they intended this. They'll go back to the transcript. They'll look it up. And so a little issue like this may take 30 minutes or an hour to resolve, and it may take all day to get an answer, creating kind of a crazy workload for you at the end of the day, right? Because they don't think of this as maybe their top priority. So reviewing these annotations is important, and it's something you want to think about doing for quality control. Really, that's it for this week. There are some links I posted on the site for further training into deposition management. And deposition searching and things of that nature. There's also, of course, the excellent built-in training with textmap. So go to the how-to video library, and there's a number of ways to find more information and training on how a paralegal might use it versus a trial tech in their day-to-day coursework. Okay, so that is it for this week. As we are ending the class, and it's been so much fun, I want you to think about the final. And the final is going to be, it's going to be pretty short. What it's going to be is us getting together over Skype. You'll need to share your desktop, and I'm going to be calling out some exhibits and some video edits from the sample case. So be prepared to get to be able to do that. So I would focus a lot of attention on just calling out and preparing exhibits, on doing things on the fly. So just practice calling up exhibits in, enlarging portions of the page and highlighting a line or two, and then the same thing with video. I'll call out some page and line numbers, and you will play that video. So that's going to be the final. Looking forward to it. I believe we have one kind of wrap-up session still as well, but it's been a lot of fun, and why don't you email me and let me know what times might be good to get together for the final. I appreciate your time, and of course, if you need anything, just reach out. Thank you.